demoed most of the record in this room on my garage band. Myself on the drums over there, not playing incredibly well, but managing to keep a beat.
Good feel.
I've got all right feel. Sound of us having fun.
Yeah, sound of us having fun. I mean, like I said.
Now.
Yeah, in this room.
Booyah, shy. Oh, that's out of tune. And missing a string, sadly.
We had a jam
Been in the
last
garage.
night.
We did have a jam. Was someone playing this last night? Probably.
I was.
So this was my first electric guitar. I believe it's an 82 or 83 Stratocaster.
This is my J45 acoustic guitar, Gibson J45. This guitar has been played by Connor Oberst, Gillian Welch, Elvis Costello, Peter Buck.
Wow. This tape I recently found in a box. I've had this for many, many years. And this is one of the most important things that I own, truly. It was given to me, believe it or not, by Corey Haim in the, rest in peace, Corey, so sad. He's no longer with us. But he gave this to me in the mid-'80s. And this was my introduction to hip-hop in like 1986, maybe. And on one side it's Run DMC. The other side is the Beastie Boys. And my very first song that I ever wrote, I demoed at the end of the Run DMC side. So I'm like 11 or 12 years old, and my first song ever is on here.
You still sounded good though. I remember we listened to it last week.
Yeah, it's kind of like a reggae jam. Oh, and then I sang The Greatest Love of All a cappella. That's not so good.
And this jacket makes me cooler. It gives me power. I've done a lot of bad things in this jacket, but they've
and some good.
And they've made me feel real good.
This is a jar of Stumptown coffee that I ordered online, and I do enjoy intelligentsia.
We get our coffee through the mail. We don't even go to the store. It comes in the mail and we put it in the freezer. It's really weird. This is my suspect rap sheet, and I was on a road trip. I had driven from my folks' place in Virginia down through Louisiana. I was headed to New Orleans, and I was pulled over on the highway by this beastly state trooper who's like 5 times my size, and he accused me of driving under the influence and breathalyzed me, and I blew zero. I wasn't under the influence.
It was at 3 in the afternoon.
I was thrown into a mixed security prison and spent the day and night there before I could get a hold of any attorneys or lawyers or anything like that. Jesus was my cellmate, and since it was the 20th of December, I said, "Hey, happy almost birthday, Jesus." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And he had like a neck tattoo, and I was like, "Never mind." Lepsimium cruciforme.
Lepsimium
rolls right off the tongue.
cruciforme.
It's a Lepsimium cruciforme, and it is the most sensitive plant that we own because, as you can see, it's got shades of pink, but usually it's much more green, and it turns pink if it is suffering stress. And Jenny likes to verbally abuse it in the morning. She tells it it'll never amount to anything, and that its daddy was a no-count, and that she wished it had never been planted.
Here I am at 12 years old. This is a cardboard cutout that has been framed. But my mom and I, when The Wizard came out in theaters, we went to the local movie theater in Van Nuys, and we begged them to give us this cutout. And they gave it to us once the movie was out of the theater. And it remained in storage for many, many years until my big sister, Leslie, had it framed for me, partially as a joke, and then brought it over here and insisted that I put it up somewhere in this house.
And one time we were backstage at a show and somebody from the security delivered you a note and it said, "Hey Jenny, I don't know if anyone's ever asked you this, but what's it like working with Fred Savage? Love, Fred Savage."
He always had a great sense of humor, that Fred.
But then he said, "I'd love to come to your show in Philadelphia." And we said, yeah, Fred, we'll put you on the list.
Sure, Fred.
And we forgot to put him on the list.
That was my bad.
Sorry, Fred.
Sorry.
Wasn't my fault.
It was mine.